We are now.
We are now. We are live. Hello, guys,
Hello.
and
Hi,
welcome.
guys.
Sorry.
No, just saying hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Welcome to our Tuesday. Oh, God, what a start. Welcome to our Sunday hangout. We have literally just got back from being away from the weekend. We've driven all the way back from Worthing, where we've been for the last, since Friday.
Yeah.
We've just noticed when we saw ourselves on screen, I've caught the sun.
Yeah, me too. I've got bed around here.
Yeah.
I said we couldn't say we've been using Zahir's blusher.
Yeah. So yes, welcome aboard. We are completely disorganized. We've been in minutes really. Just got back in time. I'm going to dip in the chat, see who we've got in there.
Yep.
First in today was George. Oh, it's done that again. It's just jumped and I can't go back to the beginning.
George.
But it was George was first in, so welcome, George. Other people in the chat, we've got Chelsea. Do you want to read some names?
Lucy, the Craft Bus, Leanne, Lewis, Retro Vintage 65. Who else did I say? Did I say Jason? I don't know if I did. Donna, Kay, Aidan or Adandri? I don't know. So,
do you want to go and get your glasses and come back?
I know, leave my glasses on. Mr. Secondhand, Chris, Ruth, Phoebe.
Lots and lots of people.
Richard, Darren, hello, Kevin. Yes, lots of people. So welcome and thank you for joining us.
Welcome. We've had a fantastic weekend away. I don't know if the weather was great where you were in the UK, but it was just glorious. It was so hot. Sun was out the whole time we were there.
Lovely.
Not a cloud in the sky on the south coast.
It was April, would you?
It was amazing. So we've been on the beach in Brighton. I've taken loads of footage, so I will put together some sort of vlog of the weekend. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, so huge thanks to my sister Katie and Aaron, who may watch this. So hi guys. Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. So yeah, welcome aboard everybody. We don't really have much planned. I have gone into eBay briefly before I started and pulled out a couple of interesting things, but it's literally a handful of bits. Sales have been good, surprisingly, because we haven't been listing. We've basically taken the week off. We've practically taken the week off. Yeah. But we did on eBay about £1,100. Considering we didn't list, quite happy with that. And Amazon's been ticking along. Yeah. So yeah. And a couple of bits that we picked up, but again, we've not really been sourcing. We didn't go out today boot selling. I know a lot of you guys did, and I've heard there's been some epic hauls. So.
Yeah, I bet with the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my other sisters and her other half went selling at a boot sale. I bet they had a fantastic day.
Oh, I bet they did.
Yeah.
A little bit jealous, but we've had a really nice weekend away. So.
I was saying to Zahir earlier, you have to take time out. You have to take time off from this, otherwise you go slightly insane. And it just recharges the batteries. It gives me more passion to get back into it. So
we did have a wander around some charity shops today.
We did. We couldn't help ourselves. We dragged my sister and her husband around charity shops. I'm not sure how much they enjoyed that, to be honest.
I think they like
Katie quite liked looking at clothes. Anyway, yeah. So welcome aboard. Lots and lots of people in the chat. Lovely to see you. There's Steve in there. I loved Steve's Yogi Steve video.
Oh, made us laugh. So
check it out. Go and check it out. It's brilliant.
Funny.
I could barely hear what you were saying in that video, though, Steve. He was doing his whispering yogi voice.
That was the point.
I was like, what?
Supposed to be calm.
It's all good. Oh, there's Zahir. Hey, mate.
Hi, Zahir.
It was Zara's birthday, I believe. So happy birthday to Zahir's daughter. Yeah. So, yeah, what are we going to do? Do we want to go through a few bits we've got?
Yeah, I haven't had time to look any of this up. A couple of bits we picked up today. But yeah, I took Ellen shopping in Luton, and you went around the charity shops to amuse yourself. And you picked up these bits. Were these on the pound rail?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is a Jane Norman top, but it's brand new with its tag.
This is becoming a theme. When we go out shopping, the girls go off shopping and I just leave them to it, and I go charity shopping. And
call me. Shall I pick up this? Shall I pick up that?
Yeah, I literally rang Andrea and said, I found a tagged Jane Norman top. Is that anything? Apparently that's quite a good make, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it is, but I think anything for £1 that's tagged is pretty good. So
we haven't had a chance to look into this. Like I said, I'm sorry guys, we're really unprepared.
Yeah, it's a Calico top again.
Is that how you say it? I thought it was calico.
Well, it might be. I say calico, you say calico. Let's call the whole thing off.
You want a divorce over that?
Anyway, I picked up, I think if you follow me on Instagram, you've just seen that I had another calico top, which was nicer than this, which I sold for £15.
Calico.
So I'm going to try and list that for £9.99 because it's not quite as special, but yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, I only picked that up because I'd heard you talk about the brand.
Yeah,
and these were all on £1 clearance.
This was really nice. Find the label.
Yeah.
This is Red Herring, which is Debenhams, I think. I don't know if
it's not showing. There you go.
No. Oh, that's really nice. Really pretty summer dress. And that was only £1. Sort of elasticated waist. So yeah, I don't know what we can get on that, but it's a good brand. So, and then I picked up these today off £1 rail in Scope. It's just a Marks and Spencer's. Yeah, just a Marks and Spencer's nice brown skirt. And Ben, you kind of convinced me to buy these. These are Marks and Spencer's, just general bootcut jeans.
The reason I thought you should go on them was because
they look like they've had hardly any wear.
I don't think they've been worn.
And they were only £1, so
the hems are just absolutely clean.
Yeah.
So there won't be big money in them.
No, but still, at £1 you can't leave behind, can you?
Yeah. I just want to say I apologise if I'm sniffing. I've got a streaming nose. I've had an interesting weekend.
Yeah.
The Friday was it
great?
The Friday night?
The
Friday night after we got down to Worthing, I had a reaction to something. I have allergies and also have a history of asthma. And I didn't take an inhaler. If I have an asthma attack, as many people do, I have Ventolin. And I had an attack in the night. Couldn't really breathe, basically, and didn't sleep. I ended up sleeping on the sofa downstairs so as not to keep these guys up. And then the next day it was still going. It calmed right down, but it's still going. So we had to ring 111, get an out of hours doctor to fax a prescription.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. We still had a great weekend, but that was a tough night.
It was scary. But then our brother-in-law was being sick, so
yeah, Aaron was sick. There's me wheezing and coughing.
Yeah, so I don't think many of us got very much.
It wasn't ideal, but yeah, these things were a godsend. So
yeah.
So was that all we had to share?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's all clothing-wise we picked up this week.
Let's dip in and see what the chat's.
I don't know what you picked up. Did you pick up anything? Or did
today?
You just get clothing.
I just picked up. Well, I kind of found those jeans.
No, as in during the week.
No.
No.
I haven't really been looking, so we haven't got a lot to share. I was just going to say, Zahir was just agreeing in there. Totally agree. Nice to take a break from it all sometimes. Absolutely, you just have to. And it was just perfect that this was the warmest weather we've had so far this year, and we happen to be on the coast.
Yeah.
What you're selling says, oh yes, must hit the charity shops. It's in your blood and you can't pass on without going in.
No,
yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. So we were in Worthing. There's quite a lot in Worthing. We didn't have a look in Brighton as such, but we have before, and they're pricey.
Yeah.
Worthing, we didn't find a lot, to be fair. The sort of stuff I normally pick up was just nothing. Clothing was.
Yeah, as I say, we found £1 rail.
A couple of bits.
Always a good thing.
So yeah. Connor Chandler, hi, says, is this what you do full-time as your jobs?
Yes.
Yes. We have been full-time self-employed since 2002, reselling in one form or another. We've not always sold from home. We have had retail outlets, but we've always sold on eBay, and we've always sold on Amazon in one form or another. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we've done both retail and internet. Right now we are just online. So what you see behind me, this is my office. Andrea, my wife, has an office at the back of the house.
Yeah.
This is what we do. It's how we earn our living. Simon says, evening all. Hi, Simon. Anne says, hi. Hello, everybody. Cat's Rants is in there. Philippa, Lucy. Ross says, what does Ross say? First time I've caught you live. Hello, Ross. First time I've got into FBA reselling with the Telecos 3 for you. Tesco's, maybe that should be, not Telcos. Or, yeah, I didn't get in on any Tesco's deals recently. but I have done in the
So
past.
it also said 3 for you. It's a 3 for 2.
3 for you. It's been a long day. I've been driving for what?
Well, 3 hours.
3 and a bit hours. It wouldn't have taken that long, but we had to go and get Monty. We left Monty at my parents', so we've had to go via theirs to come home. But yeah. What's the hearsay? I was here saying hi to all the people saying hi. Rudy's in there. Hi. See, I was calling Exit to Red excited last time.
Yeah.
I noticed Zahir calling him Exit to Red in their hangout. So I would imagine Zahir's right.
Yeah, I imagine so.
So hi,
and
Exit
I did point
to Red.
that out, being that he's got a red dot thing.
There is a red dot. That's far too obvious and sensible for me to notice. Right. Exit to Red says, I'm doing a massive clear out of old stock. No point keeping it in my house. Yeah.
The question before was, does any charity shop come to your house and pick up stuff you don't want? Well, there are lots of people that leave charity bags, but we don't generally fill them up because
that's for clothing though, isn't it?
They take bric-a-brac as well.
Okay.
Some of them do anyway. Yeah, but I don't know. I never know whether they're kosher, they're real.
Yeah, I know there's some around here that come and pick up big bulky furniture and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about bric-a-brac. We've got a load of stuff we're going to clear out, but we're just going to take it to a boot sale, have a huge binge at a boot sale, and then what's left we tend to just donate the lot. All right. Yeah. We do that a couple of times a year. Teamy says, did you manage to get any board games? No, nothing over the weekend, but we didn't go boot sailing. Steve says, he laughs and then says, glad you both enjoyed the video. It was great. It was perfect timing because we'd had a few glasses of wine.
Yeah.
And then Steve Green's video popped up and I thought, yes, perfection.
Tickling our heads off.
There's a question there. Any boot sale haggling tips for a new reseller? Thanks. That's from Eamon O'Neill. Haggling tips. Don't be afraid to haggle for a start. If they give you an answer no, just don't push it.
Yeah, we see people pushing it, and it just makes people makes the sellers shut down. They don't want to know really.
Yeah, there's a thin line between haggling and being aggro. So if somebody says no, I usually normally say that's fine. I'm only asking and carry on. A good tip though is if you're at a stall, don't ask the price of one item at a time. Pick up all the things you're interested in and then negotiate on a pile, because you'll have more negotiating room. If you've got a stack of stuff, you can negotiate a better price rather than trying to get money off each individual. So that's what I'd recommend.
That's one. Tactical Bite said, Worthing, my town, would have bought you a beer or 3 if I'd known. Maybe next time.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's the first time either of us have been there, isn't it?
Yeah, because Nick's sister used to live in Brighton and they've just moved to Worthing. So.
Yeah, my sister Katie's been in Brighton for years. Her and her partner are both nurses, and they've been renting a place in Brighton. Brighton is insanely expensive, and they've been wanting to buy a house. So they had to move like 20 odd miles or however far it is down the coast to Worthing to be able to buy a house. But they've got a lovely little house down there now.
Yeah.
So that's where we've been. Yeah, next time I'll give you a heads up maybe. Should we carry on in the chat? I do have a couple of bits to share on screen share, but there's no rush because we don't have anything else to share.
Well, it might be a shorter one tonight.
Rudy says, very busy car boots today. Oh, don't. I'm jealous. We missed it. But strangely, it was mainly crap or overpriced items where I was. Oh, shame. Yeah, I know some people have done really well today. Found a sealed Flight Sim X last time I was in Brighton. Kevin Rosen, epic. Last sealed one I had, I think I got 64 on Amazon, but I don't think you can sell them on Amazon now.
No,
someone was saying it's restricted. Joe's in there. Hey Joe, nice of you to pop in. Zahir, I got to the boot sale this morning and then realised I'd left my wallet at home.
Oh no.
Jeez. Oh no, mate, that must be gutting. You then got to drive back and waste all that time. Damn. Where is he? Oh, tactical bite. That's
why there wasn't anything good to have.
We didn't find a thing apart from a couple of clothing items because Tactical Bite cleared them out on Friday.
Yeah. Oh, well. Just too late.
Yeah. Chris says Joe is in the house. Indeed, yes, we are privileged to have Joe with us tonight. Exit Tread. I'm streamlining my reselling business, getting rid of old stock or stuff I can't be bothered selling. Might be losing a couple of £100, but will make my business more efficient.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah, we've kind of made that sort of decision on some stuff recently, and a lot of the old stock from the clothing shop we got rid of not long ago. Yeah, it's worth every now and again just reassessing things. So shall I just share those few bits I've got on screen share? It's not a lot, so don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Won't take hours. Like I was saying, we didn't sell much out of the ordinary this week. Most of the money we made this week has come from mega haul stuff and stuff that just ticks over for us. So very few interesting or unique bits, but we will screen share and see what I managed to find. Hang on, I've just lost the page. Here we go. Okay, so let's screen share and do that quick. That one.
Okay.
Right, so you should see this strange object. I thought I'd just share this because this is a little bit out of the ordinary for me. Now, we picked this up on a jumble trail.
Yeah.
We went to a village not far from here and they had like a garage sale trail. Garage sale. And yeah, I saw it. And the reason I was drawn to it was because I lived on a farm when I was a kid and we had these little Eltex chicken feeders. This was a small, really dinky one. It's only about a foot and a bit tall. Lovely little thing, galvanized steel. I reckon it's from the 70s. I don't know, they may still be making them, but I'm pretty sure this one was vintage. Yeah. I certainly listed it as vintage and it sold within a day. No, it couldn't have been within it. No, yeah, maybe 2 days it was on.
Caroline made me laugh when she said, who knew that there were galvanized chickens?
Yeah, I spoke to Caroline. I said I sold her a galvanized chicken feeder. Yeah, she was amazed there were galvanized chickens. So yeah, that was a cool little sale. Really quite happy with that. It's just one of those things I was drawn to, and then I figured it had to have some value. I think I paid £2 for it. £2 rings a bell.
Yeah, you haggled her down a little bit, I think.
Well, why not? Rude not to. A couple of bits that I think you shared recently. Did you share that in a haul?
Yeah, I took an offer on that for 25. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I did share that.
And what was paid on that? Do you remember?
It was on the pound rail.
Oh, that's another charity shop pound rail. Was that our local favourite one?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that turned over quite quick, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really nice jacket.
That looked hardly ever used, did it?
No.
Maybe someone bought it for an interview or something, you know. So yeah, quick turnaround on that one. Hobbs. And then this I thought was hideous when you picked this up.
Yeah, you didn't think that would sell at all, but that went quite quick.
No,
as well.
I would have left that on the rail.
Yeah.
So.
And that was an offer, so that was £7 that went for.
Only 7, okay. Yeah. So not.
So it wasn't big money, but I was happy to sell it.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that it was a big size helped.
Was that one that somebody said was a catalogue brand or something? No?
It is a catalogue, yeah.
Yeah. It looks very old lady style. Is
that? It is more that sort of style.
I could see your nan in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one, I showed this, I think, ages ago. I picked it up a long time ago at, I think it was Car Boot. Can't remember. I had these as a kid in the 70s. My mum was a Tupperware rep. These are made by Tupperware and they're called Busy Blocks. Every one is a letter of the alphabet and they have a corresponding animal or object that corresponds with the letter of the alphabet. I was surprised the full set wasn't worth much more, but that was the very peak they've been going for recently on Buy It Now. But on auction, they just don't seem to get anywhere. And I quickly looked up before we went live. That's what I got on Buy It Now. And I think it's been on 2 cycles, maybe just 1 cycle, I'm not sure. And I got that. But if you look on bids, that one got 1 bid. I did go into that. I think it's complete or almost complete. So only 1 bid. Very little people. I think not many people are looking for them. So if yours is the only one available at the time, look, that's all you're going to get is your starting bid. That is the same thing, boxed complete. If I'd have listed that, I'd have gone 30 or 40.
Yeah.
It just surprises me sometimes, the vast difference between auction and buy it now. So yeah, just thought I'd share that. But yeah, pleased to see those go. These little things bring back such memories for me. I remember every single one of these from when I was a kid.
Yeah, your mum still had quite a lot of them, didn't she?
Yeah,
when Ellen was small.
The set is still in our family, but there's like about 5 of these plastic green things left. They've been through so many kids. So yeah, and that's it. That's all I had time to really dig out from sales. So let's come back. Stop. And we're back in the room. Right, we've got 122 viewers on a Sunday afternoon or evening. So
I'm sorry, we haven't really got much to say today.
No, ill prepared. We drove from the south coast, got in, faffed about for 5 minutes and went live.
Made a quick cup of tea.
Quick cup of tea. Yeah, I've got a beer on the go. I'm still in holiday mode, so I've got a beer on the go. So yeah, do you want to dip in the chat?
Yeah, we could do. I don't know. I did see something earlier. I don't know if you want to scroll up.
There's a question there. What's that quickly?
Oh yeah, is Monty doing another Monday motivation tomorrow?
I'll have to ask him. I don't know what's in his schedule, to be fair.
He's been sleeping.
He's been at grandma's for the weekend, so he might be quite worn out.
Yeah, she walks him a lot.
She walks him a lot. So, you know, yeah. I'll ask him, see if he wants to, but I can't promise anything.
Depends on how wise he's feeling, I suppose.
I'm trying to keep a straight face here. Yeah, more than likely, I'll convince him. How's that? Yeah. Hi, Andrea. This is Twin Red Dragons. Hi, Andrea. Are Lipsy a good brand? Have you had Lipsy stuff?
I have in the past. I think, well, I don't know if they're as good now. They used to be at one point.
They were quite trendy for a while, weren't they?
A couple of years back when we had the unit and we were just doing clothes, I did pick up Lipsy.
Yeah.
But I haven't really seen a lot of it about. So I don't know. It used to be.
Oh, Zahir's saying, going back to Zahir, got to a boot sale and had forgot his wallet. He says he wasn't happy as it meant a good 30-minute drive back. Oh, that would have wound me up. Damn. At least that'll be the one and only time you'll ever do it, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amanda's saying there, I prefer to donate in person in town and choose the shops I've made the most profit from when reselling. That is a fantastic
really nice idea.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about when you've accumulated stuff that isn't worth selling or stuff that sticky stock that perhaps you're just going to get rid of. We donate what's left after sometimes doing a boot sale with it. We donate it to charity. That's a great idea. Take the stuff back to the ones you've had some good profitable items out of.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I like to give to a couple of animal charities in our town. We give to the OSPCA, the Cats Home.
Yeah.
So yeah, all good stuff. Is Monty that's that same question. I've done that.
What do you think of the huge increases in FBA and Amazon fees?
I know the storage fees were cranked up. Yeah, I've not been concentrating on Amazon at all recently. Fees have gone up again, but you do have to be aware. I might have
mentioned it to you. I showed you the email.
Oh right, perhaps I didn't even read it. Do you pick up Heelys? Have done. Yeah, they're the shoes with wheels in, like roller skates, but there's a hidden one wheel in the back of each. Yeah. I've only sold them a couple of times.
Yeah.
Bought some from a boot sale. They went really quick.
Quite good sellers. Yeah.
Yeah, worth picking up. Who is that? That's LAP. Do you pick up Heelys? I am always picking them up and make some decent money. Yeah, we have done. I don't see them very often. I've seen some that have just, completely trashed and left them. Amanda's saying that she's Irish, although lives in Scotland. Response to.
But I'm not sure what that was.
Okay.
Chatting amongst themselves.
Exit to Red. Question, I have a 1984 Othello in good condition. Is it worth anything? Don't know. Just have a look on eBay. It's a good
game. We like it.
We love Othello.
Yeah, I struggle to beat you though.
It's a brilliant game. Play it before you sell it.
Yeah.
It's the simplest game in the world, but there's so much strategy to it. It's the purest strategy game I've ever played. Yeah. I've sold it a few times. It's never been worth a lot. quite a common thing. But yeah, have a look.
Chelsea's going to make us feel sick now. Hatfield car boot today was crazy.
Wow, Hatfield's a good one. Yeah, I may see you there next week. Although we've got stuff
It's
on.
Easter Sunday, isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Stuff.
We've got stuff on in the afternoon.
Yeah. Well,
so that is an afternoon one. That starts at 10 or 10:30, doesn't it?
Yeah. We might be able to hit the boot sales on Saturday, but I don't know about.
Yeah, I might see you the week
Sunday.
after, Chelsea. What's that say? Elmo STM says, I sell on eBay. I really only sell to fund my collection of games, to be honest. Worked out all my retro games have been free using this method.
Yeah.
Something like Ben. I was going to say that's what Ben. Yeah. Ben got into reselling because he found my videos in the community and then realized he couldn't find what he wanted for his collection at car boot sales. So he started buying other random stuff and selling it on. So it sounds like the same thing. Yeah, if it works, don't knock it.
Fun fact, our original eBay shop used to be called Elmo's Attic.
Indeed, yeah. Oh, that took me back.
That was because Ellen used to have one of those talking Elmos, or those tickle me Elmo things.
Yeah.
And we were trying to find a name. We were like, Elmo, let's use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've changed the name of the store quite a few times and had different accounts, and yeah. George Ross had an amazing boot sale today. Huge bundle of Tony Hawk Tech Deck ramps for £4. 3 DVD to VHS recorders, £2 to £5 each.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I'm getting jealous now. We've had a fantastic weekend, but reading stuff like that makes me think, what have I missed? Okay. Well, we don't have anything else to share, so we'll just take questions, I guess. We'll keep waffling. If you're happy to watch us waffle, we can waffle for you. How long have we been waffling? Half an hour.
Yeah,
well, that's
it might be a short one tonight.
Yeah, we'll see how we get on.
See how we get
on. Malinky said they got £60 for Microsoft 10. Like
right, cool.
Which is, I think, roughly what I got on eBay. No, Amazon FBA. Yeah. Oh, Lee McMullen's in the chat. I did message you back, Lee. Yeah, drop me a line.
Been enjoying your vlogs.
Yeah.
We've been watching those, haven't we?
David Moore says, broke my glasses on Friday. Nightmare. I hate when that happens. I must have looked like a nutter looking at stuff in the charity shop this weekend. Had to put stuff right up to my face. Oh, God. Yeah.
Retro Vintage 65, bought an Atari 2600 today.
Yeah, found out my daughter was doing a boot fair also, so gave them to her for a quick flip.
Oh.
All right, put them back on the boot sale and turn them over. Fair enough.
Okay.
Richard Payne had one of those chicken feeders. Yeah. Is that a chicken feeder? Yes. Are we that far behind in the chat? We showed the chicken feeder like a quarter of an hour ago.
Well, at least it gives us time to go through stuff. Yeah.
Joe says that was short and sweet. Got to go out. Hope the chat goes well. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, we're miles behind. Shall I whiz through? Sorry, guys, if I'm skipping a question. I'll try and see a question. Oh, here we go.
Well, we've got time to answer them.
I'll whiz a bit.
As well.
I'll whiz and just pick out questions. Question: have or are you guys ever able to get together with Z and Bex?
We're hoping to.
Yes, we have.
In person.
Well, Z first came and stayed here. I invited him up to stay here. That was without Beck, and then we went out for a couple of drinks.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, and then we had a meetup last summer with Z and Bex and some of the other reseller YouTubers. Yeah, but we are hopefully going to meet up again. Don't know when or if that's planned yet. And
we did talk about going up and, seeing them and going for some walks and stuff.
I'm sure something will happen at some point. Yeah. See if I can find some more questions. There's one. Let me read that. Are there any items you dread listing, I guess? Even though they make you good money, I mean, stuff that takes ages to photograph or test. Well, I keep mentioning the electronics. I really don't enjoy testing electronics, and that takes a long time. I don't know. Trading cards are quite easy to list, but they're really, really dull. I have so many Magic the Gathering rares to list that I know are just sat there. It's money sat on the shelf. There's thousands of them. It's one of those jobs. If I start, I'm probably going to want to do the lot, and that's like a few weeks of work.
You will eventually. It's not a sort of binge list, though, sure, like you did with the electronics.
It's not an appealing thought. See if there's any more questions. Thanks for dropping by, people. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for dropping by, guys. I think I was going to say. I'm seriously tired.
Yeah.
The driving took it out of me.
We didn't really sleep very well today.
No. 143 people in the chat. If you do enjoy these, please give us a thumbs up. That would be nice. I did see a question, I'm sure. Or did I scroll past? There's one. Q. What is your favourite thing to buy and sell on eBay? There you go, one for you. Favourite thing?
Favourite thing? At the moment, clothes. But
any sort of clothes or women's?
Women's. I don't like really listing men's clothes. I suppose just because I'm more interested in women's clothes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really like vintage toys. I love My Little Ponies and Care Bears and anything 80s. I like picking up. So if I find them, I get really excited at boot sale. But some of them don't have a lot of profit in these days, but I still buy them anyway because I love them.
Yeah, I suppose for me it's vintage gaming. That's what started me off on this whole journey, was buying vintage Nintendo gaming watches, which I never find anymore. But anything vintage Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I did have the opportunity to maybe buy a huge haul of vintage gaming, but it didn't work out, so I didn't get my hands on that. It was a couple of weeks back. But yeah, vintage gaming for me, I guess. Anything Nintendo. Let's see if we've got any. If you do have questions, try and put question in capitals. It just makes it easier to pick them out.
Yeah, there's discussion about the FBA fees going up drastically from next month.
Oh, I do need to look into that then.
Yeah.
Closing price fee has increased on Amazon FBA on media, books, and video games. Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
So a question there.
Yeah, but then Lee says fees increase, it's life, and that is true.
Yeah,
I mean, everything goes up year on year.
It just means you have to.
Train fares have just gone up again, and
you have to reassess your margins a bit.
Yeah. You just have to work around it. I mean, you could say, "Oh, I'm just not going to list on that anymore," but then you're missing out. So
potentially,
you just got to work. Yeah, as you say, around it.
There's a question there. What's an item you would buy 100 times over if possible to sell on? Anything that you can flip quick with a good margin. I'm not that fussy as to what it is.
No.
I guess going back on to what I just said, it'd be vintage video games, but you just don't find them in that number.
Yeah.
I do love selling stuff in bulk though, particularly since having that huge van load of stuff. That has been so good for us. So the whole van load was listed within a week, and we're still getting daily sales from that, and we'll do probably for the next
that's been fantastic.
6 months to a year.
Really good.
So yeah, if I could buy van loads at a time of a few different lines, that'd be perfect. What are they talking about there? Collectors tend to hate resellers. Yeah, well, you just have to be there first, really, don't you? Oh, Chelsea says it's been starting around 9:30. I'm sure it's meant to start later than that.
Yeah, it used to be 10 o'clock, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because people used to...
Because they didn't like to let you... Well, they weren't letting people sell until 10 o'clock.
No, this particular boot sale, everybody goes in and lines up, and then there's kind of a moment when everyone's meant to start selling. I don't know quite why they do it like that, but... Oh, Elmo SGM says, that's awesome. Elmo's Attic. Might use that in the future. You're welcome to the name. Yeah, we haven't used it
use it anymore.
For probably a decade, so you can have that. There's a question.
Do you ever go to auctions? If not, why? We
haven't for a long time. In fact, we've been saying on and off.
We've been talking about it.
That we want to go back. We still have a backlog of stock. I'm just going to say that till the day I die. We used to do a lot more going to live auctions way back when we started this as a business.
Yeah.
We haven't done for a long time.
Kirsten says, how do you store clothes? They seem to take up so much space. I've got a couple of rails. Nick put me up a really nice big rail, sort of high up in my office. So I use that. It is getting full now. I keep thinking, what happens when it gets really full? What do I do?
We used to bag them in poly bags and store them in poly bags, didn't we?
Yeah,
Numbered
we used
and
to do
labelled.
that. I prefer to put them on a rail, to be honest.
Yeah, they get less creased.
Yeah.
But then when you send them out, you have to put them in the poly bag anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. But yeah, when I get too much, I don't know. I rethink.
Oh, look, Evan says there, Nick, I went to a car boot and got a ton of stuff, almost filled up the boot.
Oh, everybody's just making you feel bad now.
Yeah, I'm so jealous. And that was on a VW T5. Spent £200.
Wow.
There will be some epic hauls from us this summer, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But we were busy chilling out.
Adam Incredible says, get Lee on the chat, please.
That is in the works. Yeah.
There's a discussion.
That is planned. That's why I was saying, Lee, yeah, message me back on that thread we had. Right, this is another question. What Exit to Ed said there, no profit left in DVDs and CDs. On the whole, I would agree.
Yeah.
There's
the odd one.
There's the odd one. I picked up a Queen Live at the BBC CD that's hopefully FBA. I might be able to squeeze 15 out of it. But yeah, you really have to know that 1 in 100 that's worth something these days. Yeah. What's that there? Question. Is it better to sell Lego in a bundle or in parts, i.e. shapes, wheels, windows, base plates? It depends how far into it you want to go. We did Lego right down to individual part numbers. And if you can get that set up and have thousands of listings, it works. But it's a huge amount of investment in time and energy and effort. And you really have to specialize and go for it. And I think for most people, that wouldn't work.
No.
It kind of drove us insane. So I do a little bit, but I don't buy Lego in bulk anymore. But when I get a job lot, I pick out what I know are particularly expensive bits and sell the rest in bulk. But yeah, it's all about how much time you're willing to invest in it and how much money your time is worth to you, I guess. Darren's saying about the Amazon thing. Amazon are running out of warehouse space, so increasing fees is a way to way above inflation to try and weed out the smaller sellers.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. They need to do what they need to do.
What time do your, this is Elmo again, question, what time do your boot sales start? One of ours starts at 7 and one at 8:30ish. They vary a lot around here. One you can get to at 6 and they're already going. Some start as late as 10, although that Chelsea was saying that's now 9:30.
Yeah.
There's one that starts over in Stevenage that's late. That's, when's that? That's like, I think 10:30 is the earliest you can get in, isn't it?
Yeah, it officially starts at 12, but you can get early entry from 10:30.
Yeah, you can pay extra to go in. So it varies a lot. There's a couple that run at the same time, which is frustrating because you've got to decide which one you go to.
Graham thinks I'm drinking gin. I'm really drinking tea, honest. But if I was drinking alcohol, it would probably be wine. Because I don't like gin.
You sure that's tea?
It's definitely tea. Tea with soya milk.
I'm on the bitter at the moment.
If anyone, no, you can't see. In my lovely Kidston mug that I got for Christmas. There's a thing going on Instagram at the moment called Reseller Mug Club. There's hashtag Reseller Mug Club. So if you're on Instagram, take a picture of your mug and add it hashtag Reseller Mug Club.
What, your mug as in your mug or as in your mug?
As in a mug.
It's on your real mug.
I thought it was yours.
If you've just joined us, I'm sorry this is a rambly one. We got in from our holiday away visiting my sister with minutes to spare, really. So we haven't, oh, sorry, jogged the table.
Sorry.
So we didn't really have much to prepare or get set up. So we're just kind of answering your questions.
Last week's was a bit, because it's the Easter holidays for us. So Ellen was at home and we were out and about quite a bit. So we weren't as on the ball work-wise as we normally are.
Yeah. Putting gin in a mug, Andrea, isn't fooling
that's
anyone.
what I just said.
That's what you're referring to. We're probably miles behind again. I'll keep finding questions. What was the best item you found at live auction? Oh my God, that's a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
We used to do quite well with ceramics.
Yeah.
We had some really nice Art Deco stuff, and I can never remember that artist.
No. I've got Clarice
It
Cliff.
wasn't Clarice Cliff.
It was similar.
Kind of school of Clarice Cliff stuff. Some really nice teapots.
Yeah, it was not really lovely.
We did well on those. I found some really nice like army outfits that were Second World War stuff.
Yeah. But
they were quite obscure stuff, so I did really well on those. But it's so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't remember anymore. Kirsten says she missed the car boot too today. Oh, I don't feel so bad now. We weren't the only ones. Let's find some questions. Oh, it jumped. Why did it do that? There we go. Tracy says, hi Tracy. Do you think it's best to go boot fair early or when people are packing up? Early.
Yeah, as early as you can. If you can get in earlier than it opens, do that.
Yeah, there's a reason why all the dealers are there queuing up to get in early.
Yeah. Because
that's when a lot of the gems are sat on the table. There's not to say you shouldn't stick around till the end, because many people have said, and I've had amazing deals at the end.
Yeah.
Things that have been overlooked, things that perhaps people didn't rummage enough to find. And also at the end, people just get they're trying to give away stuff, and you can get some amazing deals and just experiment on a box of stuff you wouldn't have otherwise tried. And I've learned whole new niches that way by sticking around to the end and taking away a box of junk and finding a couple of gems. So yeah, if you've got the time, stick around till the end, definitely. Let me scooch through. Question, how much can you get for a History Times book? Punch it into eBay and do a completed search. I have no idea what, I don't know. Raz, question. Has your old shop been rented out again? Yes. For those of you that don't know, we had a clothing shop which we closed down about 6 months ago.
Yeah, September.
It's just reopened as a baby scan place.
Like a 3D and 4D baby scanning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've completely gutted the place and redone it. It looks really different.
We spent a lot of time and money sanding the floor back to the original 1930s wooden floors. And we spent ages getting carpet tiles up and getting all the glue off. They've put carpet tiles down on a sanded and varnished floor. Sacrilege.
Well, it's gutting, but you can see that, mums, heavily pregnant mums going through, wouldn't want to be slipping on a varnished floor, would they? So, and it makes it look more professional because it's more officey now than it's not a retail unit.
Maybe. It just felt daft that we spent all that time and money.
Do you know what they have kept though? They've kept, in the window bays where we put panels up and we wallpapered it to look like it was wood. Yeah. They've kept those.
Oh, good.
So the little bit of
there's a little bit of what we did in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has been rented out again. I've got to the bottom of the chat. Ooh. Result. Aaliyah says, my car boot is closed for the next 2 weeks. So I guess I'll get a rest for once.
I'll scooch up a bit because I did see something I thought
go on.
Look at, and I can't
remember
where it was now. Oh, Stephen said, tragic news, my wife broke her first granny trolley at the boot fair today.
Oh, mine's still going strong. I've heard
and we bought a new one. Well, not a new one, but a second-hand one, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we've got 2 big square ones now. Yeah.
Yeah, that is tragic.
Tom manages to kill his in no time.
Oh look, and is it Ian B. Man or Landbat? I don't know. How would you pronounce that? How would you say that?
Ian B. Man.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
I don't know.
He said, "Can you give me a shout out, please?" So we have, and we probably said it completely.
If we've got your name right, really
sorry.
Somebody Man. Hi, welcome. Yeah, mind you, going back to granny trolleys, mine I ripped. It's like a canvas kind of bag inside a cage, big square cage, and the canvas is just shredded. It's quite a mess. But
overuse.
Yeah. Graham Nichols says, like button smashed. Yeah, show us some love with the like button if you want to. The thumbs down option is there as well. Entirely up to you.
We prefer the thumbs up though.
Ian B. Man, if that is right, says, do you know if you can sell used Lego in a shop?
Well, we
What
thought
sort of
about
shop?
doing that in Ollie and Molly when we had that. We were going to have like a toys corner. And we thought about having like a used Lego pick and mix. So
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Yeah, I don't see why there'd be any
reason.
restrictions. You are restricted getting an account with Lego. I think they restrict that to certain toy shops in certain areas, but second hand's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm
sure a while back there was a question from Lee, but I don't know if we answered that.
Was that?
You've just scooched past it.
Oh,
there we go. Do you have any thoughts on a private pension to reduce taxable income? Well, now I wish I hadn't come back to it. That's
quick
that's
answer.
too brainy for me.
No.
No.
And I'm not going to start giving advice about pensions and stuff.
No.
It's enough effort talking about tax and things on these videos, which I try and steer clear of. And then I made those videos about ringing the HMRC and got lots of questions about tax and things. No. Oh, there's one. What's that say? Hold on. How are we doing for time? Oh, good. What's the number one thing you'd change about your reselling business if you started it now but had the knowledge that you've acquired? Oh my God.
I don't know, that's a hard question.
I'd get into FBA as soon as FBA started.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't know. If I knew what I know now, and could take that back to 2001, 2 when we went full time, I would stockpile a lot of Pokemon stuff. I would stockpile a lot of My Little Pony stuff that has now gone through the roof. So that sort of knowledge, I'd keep all the Game & Watches that I sold off. I sold off my whole collection. Yeah. They're worth now about 4 times what I got for them. But yeah, I don't think that's what they're actually talking about.
Head, but...
As in the way we do things and stuff, I don't know.
I don't know, because we're always evolving, and I think next year we'll probably be doing it slightly different to how we're doing it this year.
Yeah,
kind of thing, so.
you can't see into the future. With a crystal ball, we'd know we wouldn't have gone back into retail with the clothing shop because that didn't work out financially for us.
No, it was an experience.
But you don't have that luxury of looking into the future and knowing what's going to happen, so you have to just jump in with both feet.
And what I learned was that although it wasn't great financially, I learned quite a lot about clothing and about where I wanted to be, because I knew I wanted something of my own, I thought, and ended up coming back and working with you.
Is that a good thing?
Yes, I think it is.
You have to say that. I'm sat here.
No, I think it is. I don't think we drive each other as mad as we used to.
Yeah. Everything you do, whether it's a success or a failure, is a learning process.
Yeah, exactly. You learn from it, and it takes you down a different path.
We've had more failures than we've had successes. My first couple of business ventures didn't work out financially, but I learned so much that set me up for moving forward. And when we set up the gaming shop together, we pulled all of our knowledge and all of our successes and failures and cracked it with that one.
Yeah.
But then as it proved with the clothing shop, that one.
Yeah, because if you don't try new things, even if they don't work out, then you stay stale and you don't progress. And
let me scroll down again and see what I've got in here.
Malinky says, I'm haunted by Travis Invisible Band CDs. They're everywhere, aren't they?
It's a great album, though.
It was a great album, but so many.
What are the other ones you see? Hearsay is in every charity shop you go in.
Robbie Williams
albums, yeah. I saw a question there. Wes says, would you look at having a shop again in the future? Oh, here we go. Or are you finished with B&M shop? Or are you finished with
Ollie and Molly? Maybe.
Maybe that's meant to say on. We're done with it for the time being.
Yeah,
but
we said that us going back into retail.
We said that when we closed our gaming shop after 8 years. We were like, we're so done. Yes, we've got our freedom back. We don't have to work weekends. La la la. Within 4 years, we were back in. But at the moment, no way. Right. Richard says, question, are we back on granny trolleys? How are the four-wheel granny trolleys across long grass, rough ground? I have a two-wheel pull version, but thinking of upgrading. They're fine. I tend to, when I'm walking fast or going across a large space, I use it as a two-wheel anyway. I kind of drag it. But yeah, they're fine. Right.
That's why we read.
See,
another question.
Lee's saying what I was saying. I would have bought all the items I know make a fortune now.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd have stockpiled stuff.
Oh, Natalie says, do you not get a lot of returns from clothing? Is it the kind of item you get most returns from? Yes.
Yes, and we had quite a bad week.
This week has been crazy for returns. And it all seems to be the higher value stuff, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of it's absolutely fine. It's just normal. It doesn't fit or change of mind or whatever. And it just, you know, it's annoying and you get it back and you resell it.
It's one of the downsides.
I've had a couple of annoying people just, I don't want to say the word scamming, but just, you know, trying to get one over on us, I think.
Yeah.
I had a pair of vintage shoes that a lady said that they didn't fit her, but she said that I should have listed it differently because they were vintage and I should have known that they would come up smaller, so I should have said that. But
she only said that so she could get the return postage paid by us, because she then said they weren't as described, even though we had described them, said the size, shown the label, did it, everything, all due diligence. But she only said that and accused us of not listing them correctly. So we paid the return. But Andrea phoned eBay and eBay have made her pay the return. Yeah. So don't mess with Andrea.
It just really, she was rude. It just really annoyed me.
Yeah. Oh, we had quite an annoying week as well, because you had a few return things on some really nice clothing sales. And then, do you remember I shared I think in the last hangout, last Sunday, when I shared that I sold a Toshiba video to DVD player, £160. Now, a buyer said he has sent it to someone else as a gift. I think he's a dealer, which is fine. You know, he's bought it off me and sold it to someone else and got me to send it there, whatever. That's not the issue. He's saying it hasn't turned up. And I used Hermes for that high value. I think in future I'm going to use other carriers. But anyway, it hasn't turned up on the Hermes website. So we're going to have to give him his money back and then fight Hermes for our money back. So that's annoying.
Really annoying.
So we find, does everyone else find this? We find they come in batches. We'll have a month with like a handful of returns. No issues, no feeling like you're getting scammed issues, and then bang, we'll have a week where it's full of it.
Yeah.
Do you guys get that? It feels like, and they used to come in threes. This week they came in like about 10.
Batch. But just going back to the clothing, I got a bit frustrated when I got like the third return thing this week, and I said to Nick, oh, now I remember why it was I stopped selling women's clothing.
Yeah.
But I think it's been mentioned on this chat before that somebody asked, do I measure everything and do all the measurements? And I said quite a lot of the time I don't, because, you know, if you're buying something from New Look or just, for example, online, they don't put all the measurements in. They just say size 10 or size 12 or whatever. And I thought that would be enough. But now that I'm getting so many returns saying that it doesn't fit or it's too small or whatever, I'm now changing my mind on that. I'm going to completely measure everything. And I get quite a lot of questions as well. Can you tell me the chest size? Can you tell me the length? So I think it is worth including those measurements in your listings when you're listing clothing. Yeah, I've learned that now.
I think partly it'd be interesting to know what someone like Caroline, who's been selling clothes regularly for a long period. I mean, we've kind of dipped in and out over the years. Whether I think people treat all, well, like New Look or whatever, you can just send it back, no questions asked. They pay the return. And people are starting to treat eBay like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of the norm now, is the service
Yeah.
that you can just send it back,
So
no question asked.
They don't want to pay the return.
And the return is paid quite often from ASOS or, you know, any of the big online retailers. To compete with each other, they offer that service.
Yeah.
So I know people who, when they buy something from ASOS, they'll buy the size they think they are and the size above and below.
Yeah.
Get them, try them all on, send the others back. And that kind of level of service, I think, has trickled into eBay. And so I wonder if returns are up now.
Yeah, they expect it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Still questions coming in about trolleys. Lucy asks, is your trolley a tartan pattern?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the second one we got.
I haven't seen the square ones. Yeah, they're both tartan. I haven't seen any square ones that aren't.
No,
tartan.
I think that's kind of a standard, kind of that granny look. Oh, there was another granny trolley question. Oh, it jumped again. Oh, damn. Question: what type of granny trolley do you use? Can you make a video demonstrating how to use one? No, it's not going to happen.
And Stephen said he's going to call his granny trolley Monty.
I did have it. What did I used to say it was called? I can't remember. Right. Philippa, what's Philippa saying there? You're so lucky as you support each other. My partner isn't as supportive, although he's slowly coming around to the idea now. I've gone online only. Cool. Yeah. I think being self-employed is so much easier if you do have the support of your partner, 100%. Yeah. Because it can be tough. Yeah. You know. And
Anita just said that if the size of the shoes is shown in a photo and the customer complains, eBay are on your side with that. Yes, they were completely. I spoke to 3 different people and they all said the same thing. And I told this customer what eBay had said, and she said in capital letters, "I don't care what eBay say," and then went on to rant and to tell me exactly how I should have listed it and how I didn't list it and why she wasn't going to pay the postage. Yeah.
We should have known, because this customer was a pain in the neck before she bought the item. She made a really low ball offer. She then, you know,
which I didn't want to accept.
Came backwards and
forwards. I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's only a £10 sale. We accepted an offer of £10 in the end. The sale, who cares? You know, I think it was Joe that was chatting to us at the time. It was like, I'll just let it go. But it was the principle, and it was how she was being with you. She was right aggro. So
yeah, I don't let people walk all over me like that.
Yeah. I saw Eamon was saying there, how often do you get an item not received case? Normally, not even one a week, maybe.
Yeah, not that often.
Not even one a week.
We've had a few.
Last week, quite a few. Well, not those actually. We had can I return it?
Yeah.
But I had that one item not received, which was a Toshiba, and that was a pain because it was a decent sale.
And then it was a bit weird, wasn't it? Because he'd filed the item not received through ebay.com, even though he's a UK customer.
No.
And he's British. So he rang us. I spoke to him on the phone, so I know he was British. So I just can't work that one out. Has anyone else had that issue? Has anyone else had like an item not received filed on a different eBay site? Very odd. Can't quite figure. There's something fishy going on there, I think.
Amanda's saying I put measurements in for the reasons that you mentioned. Yeah, it's just that extra.
I've learned that now.
That extra step to go.
Learned.
But you used to do it a lot more. I think you just maybe to speed things
tedious.
Up. Yeah. And then now we're paying for it. Royal Mail lost 50% of my packages. That's Darren.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Something majorly fishy is going on there if they lose 50%. Absolutely. We have
somebody dodgy's working for
we
Royal
have a
Mail.
less than 1% lost rate with Royal Mail. Let's see what else. How are we doing for time? Oh, we've been going an hour.
Should I start selling shopping trolleys? Yeah, you'd probably do good business. Yeah.
I should bring out my own branded one.
Yeah.
With on the side it just says I blame Nick. Question: can I name my trolley Monty? Sure thing.
If you like.
Let me whiz to the end. We're going to wrap this up soon, I think, because we've been waffling
it's 9
for
o'clock.
an hour.
Quick.
It's amazing how much waffle we can generate actually, without much to actually show you guys.
Yeah.
But it's actually nice to communicate with a lot of these names and people that we know. It's cool.
Yeah.
Tartan trolley is the only way to go, says Anita. Yeah.
Oh, Phoebe says my returns are definitely up, but it does vary from month to month, and it averages out about 4%. Yeah.
4% overall. That's interesting to know. Yeah. I think on my stuff, returns is less than 1% on general bric-a-brac and collectibles and stuff. And yeah, clothing. Yeah,
clothing is definitely higher. Diana says include tape measures in your picture. Yeah, that's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that.
Excuse me.
Good tip there.
I use that sometimes. I keep forgetting. I have a wooden ruler over in my photo bay just for taking pictures of whatever it is. And just lay that next to it, and it gives an instant reference point for the buyer. So yeah, you do the same with clothing, sure. David says, have you ever sold anything on Amazon where you've had to create a listing for it because there's nothing on Amazon? No, I do keep meaning to look into creating a listing. I have a few products I'd like to do that for, but I've not done it. Have you? If so, that'd be a good video to make.
Yeah, and Anne just said.
Oh, it jumped again. Where did it go? Was that up further?
Just there.
Okay.
It's fine to let customers rant because this goes against buyers, and so long as you stay calm, eBay will side with you. Yeah, absolutely. And I stayed so polite and professional. I just ranted to you quite loudly.
You weren't very professional, storming in here. Guess what they've said now? But yeah, that is.
But to her, I was very polite and professional.
No, and that is perfect advice. Just sound off, shouting at your Mac or your husband.
I've actually written a blog post about that last week.
Yeah.
And said that it's really important to stay polite and professional, and just don't rise to, however the customer is with you, don't rise to it.
Yeah, because remember, eBay can go into all the messages. They can see the nasty messages you may be receiving from a customer, but likewise they can see how professionally you've dealt with the situation. So always remember that eBay can go in and see everything. So yeah, good advice there. And yeah, do go over and check out the blog post. And thanks again for everybody who's supported that. We've had so many views and comments on the blog. Because we've kind of been on holiday mode for the last week, we haven't been
posting as much as we would do, but
haven't been updating it, but we will be on that moving forward. Let's quickly see what else we've got here. Stephen Moore, right, here we go. What punishment should my wife have to pay for breaking my granny trolley I passed on to her? Ooh.
I don't think she should be punished.
Wow, that's quite severe, I would say, breaking a granny trolley. That's up there with crimes, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure she feels bad enough already.
Yeah, she should buy you a nice Easter egg.
Yeah.
We're getting T-shirts for Easter this year.
Apparently.
Just throw that out there. We're not doing chocolate, although you want to get chocolate now as well.
No, I just bought myself one.
You just bought, whatever. We're not doing chocolate, says Andrea, and then goes out and buys some anyway.
I didn't say it was your idea. So.
That's not how I remember it.
I bought myself a T-shirt and one for Ellen for Easter, and you said, why have you bought that? And I said, well, I bought one for Ellen for Easter, and you said, oh, let's buy T-shirts for Easter.
I felt left out.
So you've got a T-shirt now as well. You don't know what it is yet.
No.
Be surprised.
Right, let me scroll to the end and see if we've got a couple more quick ones. I'm enjoying this now.
Yeah.
I'm in the flow. The beer's kicking in.
Yeah, the gin's kicked in.
The gin. See, it was gin. Knew it.
Red.
Knew it all along. Yeah, if we are looking flushed, it's because we've been on the beach. We lay on the beach. I fell asleep on the beach.
Yeah, we all did. Well, apart from Ellen, who just sat and listened to music.
Yeah, well, I'd had about 2 hours sleep after having asthma attack on Friday night. So yeah, I was knackered.
I didn't really sleep though. I just listened to this conversation behind me. There's couple of guys just talking about clothing and what shoes they buy and what. And when I got up, Katie says, "Oh yeah, I was listening to that as well."
I was out like a light.
Having a whole conversation about trendy shoes. It was highly entertaining.
That might have been what sent me to sleep. Conversation about shoes, really. Right. So we should probably wrap this up. Oh, there's a quick question there. Question: do you block bad buyers? Yes.
Yeah.
I did a video about that. If you don't know what we're talking about or how to do it, it's really simple. Just search Nick Hill's block buyers or something, it will come up. But yeah, it's worth doing. If somebody treats you really badly on eBay, just get their username and block them. We've done that many times. So
I think the real reason Monty isn't on tonight is because he has a hangover, Darren says, partying all weekend with his new
with my mum and dad,
Yeah.
the party animals of the world. Yeah. He was so excited to see us. He was asleep when we got to my mum and dad's. I woke him up and then he just ran around the house like a lunatic. I think I filmed it.
You think you did?
I filmed
It
some
might
of
have been
it.
a blur.
I've got so much footage I need to edit, so there should be a video coming up of the weekend. So yeah, and somebody just said that your blog post was really helpful. Actually, Cave Girl Reseller says that was a helpful blog.
Oh, good.
Fantastic. Glad you enjoyed it. So thanks ever so much for joining us on this Sunday evening.
Can I just say quickly, somebody's just said, I'm
Yep.
14 years old and your videos have inspired me to hunt through the charity shops and car boots and try to find some bargains. Thanks so much. And that is West Ham now. So good. Thank you.
Thank
Nice
you
to know
so
that we're
much.
inspiring people.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear, and I hope you have some success with the goodies you've picked up. Okay.
Okay. Thanks for the chat, guys.
Yeah. Thanks ever so much for joining us. Give us a thumbs up before you go, and we will see you on Tuesday. Well, I'll see you with Zahir on Tuesday.
Yep. For the chat.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good evening, and we'll see you soon.
Yep.
Bye for now.
Bye.